sophomore outfielder, Caitlyn Larsen of BYU softball. Caitlyn, welcome to Studio B.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
What's harder, to do this, an interview in Studio B, or to play softball in front of thousands of people on television?
Probably this.
Trust me, it's not. It really isn't. Like I get the butterflies sometimes thinking about the situations that you have to face as players. But I want to start with this. I want to know what the family dynamic is. Like, your brother Biss was a good baseball player for the University of Utah.
Yes, he was.
Now you're playing for BYU. What's the family dynamic like right now?
It's all right. My parents, they'll wear Utah baseball stuff and they'll wear BYU softball stuff, but that's it. They don't wear any. It's like a joke at my house. So, like, they'll wear BYU if it says softball, but that's it.
There's a certain criteria that they follow to the T.
Yep. They'll support the softball team, but I haven't quite converted them to the rest of the BYU family yet.
Well, it begs the question then, other than the fact that BYU obviously is better, why did you choose to play at BYU with Coach Eakin?
Just because of the success of the program here. They have gone to regionals so many times, and they're always top of their conference, and the facilities, the baseball softball facilities here are great. So
you'll see Gail Miller-Field tonight live on BYUtv and BYU Radio, and Caitlyn Larsen probably starting in left field, right?
That seems to be.
Is that the plan?
The plan, yeah.
Okay, starting in left field tonight against the Utah State Aggies. Now, last year you go from playing in 17 games, you started 5, and now you've played in 37 and started 33. So how has the transition been for you going to a full-time BYU softball player?
It's a lot, I don't know, it's obviously more fun to play, but it's like you always have a role. So no matter if you're on the bench or in the field, there's always a role to be filled. And this year, mine just happens to be in the field, and I love it. So
you guys are riding a 2-game losing streak. You've got Utah State tonight. What's it going to take to snap that streak?
Just an overall, like, all-around good game, I think. We need to show up hitting and defensively this game, and I think we will. I think we've come back. I think practice has been good and stuff. So
yeah, drop 2 of 3 from LMU in that series, and that doesn't happen in the West Coast Conference. I mean, let's be honest. BYU softball just wins whatever conference they're playing in. So what is the biggest challenge that you and the team are facing right now, having gone through some recent struggles?
I guess just kind of like coming back is always hard. So like getting the energy and like remembering how good we really can be, and getting over the fact that we lost a couple of bad ones, and then coming back even harder is probably the thing we're focusing on more now. Kind of forget the past, forget the losses, and focus on what's to come. So
for those that may not know, why don't you explain the hats?
Yeah, where'd the weird hats go?
Where are they,
Caitlyn?
Last year we did the whole rally cap thing, but I don't know. I mean, each year is a new thing. We want to do farther and go better this year, so we got rid of what didn't work last year and kind of tried to do something different this year. I mean, we don't have any crazy hats this year, but I don't know.
Do you have any crazy superstitions happening in the dugout?
Not really. I mean, not anything crazy. I mean, everybody has their own personal superstitions, but
what's yours?
My only, like, superstition is I do the same thing every time I get in the box, and it's kind of long. But
what is it?
It's just, like, a certain amount of shuffles in the dirt, and then, like, I don't know, I just hit my heel with my bat, and then I touch my helmet, and I don't know.
So if you mess up on the routine, do you have to step out and reset?
Yeah, or I just don't swing at that pitch. Unless I have 2 strikes, then I just go for it.
These are really important things, okay? It's all about routines and muscle memory with softball. Yep. We're talking to Caitlyn Larsen, sophomore outfielder for BYU softball. I'm going to issue you a challenge.
Okay.
Whether it doesn't have to be hats. If that didn't work, I want you to inspire your team to come up with something weird in the dugout that gives me something to talk about during the broadcast. Can you talk to them about that?
Yes, I can.
One of the funner traditions you have when you get to first base with Coach House,
yes.
Kristen De La Housey, is you get a piece of candy. Mm-hmm. What's your go-to candy on first base?
You know the vanilla Tootsie Rolls, the blue ones? She buys those for me.
You and Terry Nashif, men's assistant basketball coach. Seriously, he buys like vanilla Tootsie Rolls in bulk.
Yep. Housen goes and picks them out of the little thing at the store
so that I can dedication.
Have them. What is it though? Because the BYU baseball team is really into the candy, and I'm not going to name names but I saw someone last night, a player, who was basically hoarding candy inside his jersey, like a pouch.
Yeah.
So is it just because you have a lot of time sitting in the dugout? It's just want something to munch on?
I mean, we use it as a reward. It's like we get to first base, you get candy, and it's hard to eat, so I usually end up with like a lump in my back pocket too of candy. If it's a good day, I mean, if my pocket's empty, that's always sad. But I don't know. It's just, I don't know, something to get rewarded with for us.
Do you see blue Tootsie Rolls flying out of Caitlyn Larsen's back pocket? You know it's been a good day at the softball diamond, right?
Yep.
Okay. I do want to talk about the fact that you're a home run hitter in high school. I think you led the state your senior year in home runs. What are you thinking about? You have 2 this year with BYU in your sophomore year. What do you think about when you're rounding the bases after you hit a home run?
It's like you're happy and like proud and just like, I don't know. It's kind of like, it's fun to look at your team and see how happy they are for you too. I don't know. I guess you don't really think. It's kind of just like a, oh heck yeah. Like it's
Everybody
nice to not
look
have,
at me.
Yeah, it's nice not to have to sprint. You get to actually jog.
Caitlyn, we're going to give you some BYU Sports Nation karma. Are you aware of what the karma is and does?
No.
Okay.
Well, you're in for a treat.
Okay.
When you come on the show, you're already a really good softball player. But because you're on the show, you're going to play better tonight.
Oh heck yeah.
It happens.
All
Ask
right.
your coach about it. He will verify this, okay?
Sweet.
This has happened a number of times. We also would like you to sign our Stretch Y BYU Sports Nation flag with our silver Sharpie. All right, Caitlyn Larsen putting her John Hancock or her Herbie Hancock.
Or her Ryan Hancock.
Oh, nice!
Yes!
Yes, Jason.
Thank you. I'm out.
Nice.